yesterday you woke up to a UK outside the EU. What does this mean for you?
I think we're going through the 7 stages of grief. So we've done denial, we've done shock and denial. We're on anger at the moment. I'm mostly angry at the political leadership for carrying out such a divisive, stupid, misleading, lie-filled campaign, which meant that an awful lot of people didn't know what they were voting for.
I mean, it seems to me that really democracy can't function properly unless there's a free press that is looking to honestly report fact, that there are political leaders who can put the good of the country ahead of their own political careers, and that there's an educated electorate, and that we enact policies that allow for the cultivation of that electorate. And actually, I think the fact that young people have voted so much to remain shows that that is working. And
it also indicates the education system's got better, because they've correlated very strongly with low education and age, and they correlate. Our elder population are not as educated as our young population. They're more poorly educated. Their education is a 3-tier system where a third of the population got almost no education at all, and another third got a poor education, and only less than a third got the grammar school education that most children now get that standard of education. So
I'm coming. Oh, go ahead.
No.
No, I was just going to say.
Ramble otherwise.
It feels to me like it wasn't. Sometimes I'm seeing people post things on Facebook that are like, "Oh, it's a democratic process. We have to respect the democratic process." And I actually don't think it's a democratic process when you have people making uninformed decisions, and so many people now are saying that they regret their vote. And so I think if we were to have a second referendum, and I signed the petition along with it's over 1 million people now. I think it would be a more democratic process, just because the things that have happened since the vote are actual events and facts rather than propaganda.
And some of the propaganda that the Leave campaigners led on, they've already said, oh no, that wasn't true. Farage has said, oh no, we weren't going to give 350 million to the NHS. It was never going to happen. But they stood by it and stood by it and stood by it. And it was such an obvious lie to anyone who was able to do research, but lots of people weren't able to do that, didn't have that wherewithal, didn't have the engagement, felt rejected by what they saw as the political establishment. And what they've done is they've rejected the political establishment and they've put the political establishment back in again. You know, 2 Eton schoolboys are going to be leading the country. Farage is a Dulwich College educated multimillionaire. They've welcomed in just an entirely different establishment because people fell for lies.
It was tragic. Yeah. I would say too, you ask what it means to me personally. Yeah. I'm here as a family member of an EU citizen. I'm able to do that even though Paul's British, because we lived together in Poland and the Czech Republic, so once he activated his rights as an EU citizen, we could do that. I've been here for 5 years. I'm eligible for indefinite leave to remain, but I don't know what's going to happen because I'm in the EU system, not the British system. I've been in this country almost 10 years altogether. I've been screwed over by the British immigration system when we went to leave. It's been really hard, and I feel like I've finally come to a place. I did my PhD here. I've just gotten a job. I work in the arts. I just got a job at a world-leading conservatory. And now I'm thinking I'm going to have to leave and start over again because I don't want to be part of a country that behaves this way. And it breaks my heart because London is a beautiful international city that's given me so much, but this is just so disheartening.
We're standing
and it brings so much uncertainty.
We're in Haringey, the 4th most pro-EU borough in the country. Like 78% of people. So I mean, there's still, 1 in 5 people around here did vote to leave. So watch out for them. But 78% of the population of this borough voted to remain in the EU, and they're being punished by fear, small-mindedness, and lies. And I think really the country needs a chance to go to the polls again.
So with all of these thoughts in mind, what is your message to the new leadership moving forward?
Take us to the polls again.
Yeah, call for a second referendum.
Switzerland has had 774 referenda since the 1970s. They've reversed decisions via referendum. It's not an irreversible thing. It's not a 40-year change. That's just what Cameron said to scare people. You can have referendum whenever you want. It's a bit difficult to organise, but you can do it. And actually, it's not that hard to organise. They managed it in quite a short period of time. So have another one. And with people knowing what actually happens, the markets do sadly crash. People do tragically lose their jobs. Immigration is not going to go down. It's going to probably go up. And we haven't taken our country back. There was no country to take back. That's a nonsense. This is our country. It's full of people from everywhere. That's what you need in this 21st century. Yeah, that's my message to them.